The Bible has the tea, and we have not been talking about the tea enough. Please get out your Bible with me. In that time, Joseph and all of his brothers died, ending that entire generation. But their descendants, the Israelites, had many children and grandchildren. In fact, they multiplied so greatly that they became extremely powerful and filled the land. Eventually, verse 8, a new king came to power in Egypt who knew nothing about Joseph.
So here we are. Joseph, he came, he got really good. He got really close with the Pharaoh. Really close with the Pharaoh. He was put up there in charge. Joseph, he died. Pharaoh, he died. All of Joseph's family, they all dead. Everyone's dead. Now we're starting at ground zero. This Pharaoh, you know nothing. No. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. All those people are dead. Their decisions are dead.
Eventually, a new king, he said to his people, "The people of Israel now outnumber us." Ooh, I may not have this. No. I may not have this in my house. Too many of them. What are they going to do? I don't know. So we need to solve that. We need to solve that problem. So he said in verse 10, we must make a plan to keep them from growing even more. If we don't, and if a war breaks out, they will try to join our enemies and fight against us. Then they will escape from the country. So this big Pharaoh, I know nothing about Joseph. Cut. Don't know anything about that. I do see with my own eyes that these people, they could be a problem. They could be a problem to us. Yes, they can. Verse 11. So the Egyptians made the Israelites their slaves. Too many of you. I'm going to enslave at problem solved. Let's make them our slaves. Okay. They appointed brutal slave drivers over them. So he put people in charge and said, hey, you make sure these ones stay in line. Make sure they stay in line. Verse 12. Oh, he put slave drivers over them, hoping to wear them down with crushing labor. Crushing labor. You don't get Saturdays off. No, you want your 9 to 5, you're staying here all night, my friend. You're staying here all night. But the more the Egyptians oppressed them, the more the Israelites multiplied and spread, and the more alarmed the Egyptians became. So the Egyptians worked the people of Israel without mercy. They made their lives bitter. Ooh, bitter. Okay. Forcing them to mix mortar and make bricks and do all the work in the fields. They were ruthless in all their demands. Verse 15. Then Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, gave this order to the Hebrew midwives, Shiphrah and Puah, when you help the Hebrew women. Okay, so he pulled his people close. He's like, come here. I got something to say to you. Come here. When you see the Hebrew women giving birth, when you see that the baby is a boy, you're gonna kill it. No questions. Boy, he's out of here. If it's a girl, you may let her live. Because fine, we need control over these people, my friends, and you're going to help me solve this problem from the very start. The moment that they give birth, you are going to make this problem go away. Verse 17, but because the midwives feared God, they feared the Lord. I'm not going to be doing what Pharaoh just told me to do. I'm not going to do that. No. So, they let the boys live. Yes, they did. They let the boys live because the midwives, they feared the Lord. Yes, they did. Okay, verse 18. So the king of Egypt called for the midwives. He's like, come here. Hey, I told you what to do, and I'm not seeing it done. I see boys. What's happening? What's happening here? the midwives replied to the king, and they said, well, the Hebrew women, they're just not like us, bro. They deliver fast and efficiently. The Israelites continue to multiply because they're vigorous and they have their babies so quickly. We cannot even get there in time. Hey, we're not the bad guys here. I'm sorry. They're just better at it than you. Sorry. They're not dying because they're just too dang good. Verse 20. So God was good to the midwives, and the Israelites continued to multiply, growing more and more powerful. And because the midwives feared God, he gave them families of their own. Whoa. The midwives feared the Lord, and because they respected the Lord, they refused what the king demanded. The king demanded, when you see a Hebrew woman have a baby boy, you kill him. Kill him, no questions asked. The midwives, they feared the Lord, and they said, I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live anyway. And then when the king is like, yo, you're not listening to my orders. What's happening? The midwives say, well, they were just too fast. They were just too fast. And now God is blessing them. God is blessing the midwives because they had respect and feared the Lord, as they well should. The Pharaohs gave this order to all his people: throw every newborn Hebrew boy in the Nile River, but you may let the girls live. It says to everyone, okay, you're just gonna kill them yourselves, okay? I don't know what's happening. I don't see it, but it's now your responsibility to murder your own son. Throw your boy in the Nile River. No ifs, ands, or buts, my friend. That is what you will do. What do you think they're gonna do? So, Exodus chapter 1,